Hello everybody, it's Billy Mitchell from the Dark Depth Podcast here for a Dark Depth Double Dip. That means we're doing a couple matches of Modern, a couple matches of Legacy. We'll talk about both of them and then, yeah. And of course, if you are watching this on YouTube, you're going to see match 4 and 5 from both of the leagues. But if you are a patron, you're going to see the full league. So I'm going to try to keep that in mind as I'm going through the video. So, you know, if I say something weird about YouTube or Patreon, that's probably why. But I also did want to mention that I did actually play this league about a week ago, so this is going to seem maybe a little off, maybe I'll seem a little too ahead of myself, but I've already done the matches, I've already done the outro, so doing the intro last, I might say something a little awkward, but just bear with me there. One of the decks that I was playing, we talked about this 2 weeks ago, I think, on the show. This is an Asmo food deck. This is a very early iteration of this. This deck has definitely evolved since then. But we are essentially trying to grind together the Asmo combination of Underworld Cookbook and Overchase Daredevil, along with the Samwise GMG combo, which I think is one of the new cards from the Lord of the Rings set. Essentially, if you can combine that with Cauldron Familiar and Viscera Seer, you can just essentially make infinite foods. There are also some kind of funny scenarios where, for example, if you have enough Academy manufacturers, you can have your Asmo be killed by, or have the cat kill itself with Asmo, and then dies. You have enough food to bring it back with Samwise because you have so many manufacturers. It's a lot of weird layered combos, kind of complex and difficult, but you end up getting a lot of games where you can just like really explode with value and essentially grind anybody out of the game. Really interested in, really fun deck. I do have some thoughts on this build. We will talk about that later. That works pretty standard, I think, for a Abzan deck. So, interested to try this one. As for the second deck for Legacy, I'm playing Red Painter. This is actually a deck that didn't get any new cards from Lord of the Rings, but I just thought was a very well positioned deck at the time. The ability to actually just grind out games with the Dragon Engine now makes this a lot more, I think, appealing than it was before. I think without some kind of way to really grind out card advantage, the deck could be kind of lackluster. I know people have been talking about playing the Ring in this version, but I haven't seen any lists that look coherent yet. I know the One Ring is very powerful, but I still like some cohesion when I'm looking at the decks. But I think this is a very efficient, very strong deck, and the fact that you get to be playing 3 main deck Pyroblast, 2 main deck Rebs, and you have another Pyroblast on the board means that your blue matchups end up actually being really, really nice, and that blue obviously being a very popular color in Magic. So I think this deck is very solid, and I'm excited to see how the games go. And with that, once again, I will see you in the next round. And we're back. Looks like we're going to be on the play. So this is, if you are watching this on YouTube, this is the first match. We are here with the good old Asmo food deck. I think it's hand. Yeah, we'll keep this. Karuga. Only fun things will happen in this match. That's good. We get turn 1 Goose, turn 2 Asmo off of our finale, and then we can start going Daredevil. We'll have a food from the Goose, so we can use that to go get to play the cookbook, start making treasures that way as well. It looks like we're in a good spot here. I'm gonna fetch. I'm just gonna go get a basic. I think life aren't really too much of an issue, but I do want to go. There's any reason to like spew it. If I'm Karuga, they might be doing that nonsense with the. My brain keeps wanting to call it unstable mutation, but that's not what it's actually called. Blooming Marsh is actually a really good draw here. Double green. We get our Asmo library for a 0-drop. Oh my gosh, what are the odds? We'll get cookbook, play cookbook, expecting like Force Negation or something like that. And then we'll pass from here. And now we get to start applying through pressure, and the Goose is actually going to be able to draw some cards as well. They are going for that. Blast you in the face. I don't remember the name of it. And it's one of those things I'm going to remember. Ooh, naming elemental. Okay, so we're playing this deck. This is another one of those decks that kind of has popped up since Lord of the Rings has come out. Just because you now have the option to play the One Ring, which allows you to draw a bunch of cards. I'm not obviously giving you a bunch of life, but elementals make a lot of sense because you have the card. Rude. Do anything about it. I think I want to deadly speed away about the cards. Got a treasure. That is pretty solid. We'll just play. And this way we can discard Cauldron Familiar, discard Daredevil, make 2 foods that way. A lot of pressure really quickly for free. Just don't want to use my treasure token if I don't have to. Fairy is annoying, but totally fine. It's actually not even good. I don't think about it. Not a big deal at all. Okay. Well, let's discard a food. Always, yes. Get back a kitty cat. And the nice thing about this is they don't see this coming, so like this Teferi this might not have been the play, but with Teferi now you're like, oh no. Back Teferi off the board. And from here, I think we can just play a tap force. I don't know if I want green. We have double black, we have double green. Let's play Temple Guard. Daredevil, Asmo. Yes, who's back again? Asmo's back. And I have like so many food going now. So I think we are in a good spot. Yeah, something like a Viscera here would be really, really good. Or Academy Manufacturer would be insane. So we'll see. Hopefully we draw into one of the engines. That's their 4th land. We're good in their hand now. Okay. And like at this point too, we do have a book which can get back a creature. I can get back Gilded Goose. I'm not sure if that's exactly what I want to be doing. But getting my life total higher where we're not doing anything otherwise. Geez. Okay. might be something to consider. I guess that's not a bad thing. This is a lot of happening here, but I don't think I need that many. So let's go. We'll shock. This didn't work out. We'll play. Going to get back. Like paying 4. Feels weird, I guess, but other food should be okay from here. But now we have 3 activations of Daredevil turn. They still haven't actually played a elemental. I'm assuming they are playing the elemental build and I haven't seen it somehow, but what's happening over there, I'm assuming they have another white card, so now they're able to pitch it in a second. One manufacturer. Yeah! Yes. Let's go. There's no way they'll let me have this. This will be very short-lived, I assume. Yep, there's Solitude. Alright, so we're gonna do some stupid stuff here real quick. I'm gonna kill this. We're actually gonna have this kill as well. I don't want this in exile. I want this in my graveyard. Buy it back with cookbook. I would like to draw a card. One singular card. Might. Do I? Yeah. And here I have that. Crack another clue. Actually can Asmo back into play. I don't know if that's worth it or not. I think it is. Yeah, we'll just do that. So Asmo. Oh, no, I can't because I used all of my books. So we will crack another clue. There is another manufacturer. I do want that in play, but I don't want them both at the same time. So I think I'm just going to get a little more utility out of it. Yeah. We'll attack for 1. I think we just play. Does it make any sense? No, I don't think we might. I think we just wait. The only thing from here I'm interested in doing is maybe converting food into another food. Like the food and a treasure into a food, treasure, and clue. Makes sense. Yeah, it's still a positive. Nap is a card. And it's funny to see them doing all this stuff and we're not even playing the same game at this point. But we'll see. I mean, they can obviously have a lot of things in a color soup deck, but color soup deck, right? They've got black, so I got this bug. Karua is fine. I think they just die. The land binding here, I'm pretty sure the Solitude. Okay, rid of the manufacturer. Probably create a food. No, so I'm using 2 treasures to make guns. Nice thing is I don't have to worry about URN. Okay, it's actually not terrible. 1, 2, let go. Get back our girl. Probably some kind of weird demonic entity. We will discard Daredevil, back Asmo, murder. I think we go again. A lot. And I think from here I can just make this is actually positive. Making food into a food, a treasure, and a clue. I've got 3 mana. I don't know what to. I really want Sam here, like 1. No, I don't think that's good. I don't like that. I just attack for 1, count our blessings, and move on. Like, if once again, the game's not over at this point. I think we're remarkably close. The second manufacturer would have been over, but I had no way to get it off the battlefield. I like the spot we're in right now. Like, I'm assuming they have another Omnath, right? But like, they're not gonna be able to actually cash it in profitably. Same thing with Solitude. I think literally whatever they try to do, I just can tape wire might that. I really would like to draw Sam. Nope. Got it. And they're tapped out. My favorite kind of tap. Saga, replay manufacturer. I do want to crack 1. Yes, Samwise Game G. Let's just play. Whatever it's called. Haywire Might. That should be good. I would like to. Another Sam. Let's go to combat here. This will go here. This will go. Use some foods to. Nobody did this. I'm gonna end up drawing into Thurthier, I'm sure. I could have played Samwise there, and that would have netted me 2 more treasures. One more treasure. I don't think it's worth it either way. This game should be over. Opponent, if you could just oblige. Yeah, this is like one of my issues with playing decks like this, because like there are just so many clicks. Like I'm more likely to die because I timed out than anything else. Not ideal. Hellish Norn. Still on the turn, I guess. What are you targeting? Asmo, but yeah, she's on everything. Okay, and we'll move back. 1, 2, 3. Play might, and from there, it should be over. I've said like 3 times. Turn 9. Opponent, be cool. Nope, we're not going to be tapped. Is a good sign. At this point, I think the game's over, but once again, I don't know. What do I? Oh my gosh. Nope. whatever. It's fine. It's really, it literally doesn't matter. Give this construct, we're gonna have a billion lethal attackers, and then gain a lot of life. A lot of life. Die! Let me win. Thank goodness. Okay, that took forever. That was 15 minutes for game 1. So we gotta pick up the pace for game number 2. We can pick up those matchups. They don't do anything for so long that everything I do feels like meaningless almost. Like maybe I do not go and just take out Omnap or not. I don't know. It's bad. Everything feels bad. I literally don't think there's anything I actually want here. Like this, I guess Thought Thieves. Yeah, Thought Thieves makes sense. Thought Thieves and Necro. And we'll do the same thing. We'll cut Dispute. We'll cut a Daredevil, and we'll cut a Goose is probably correct. Or no, Samwise. I just don't want things that are like control the board piece by piece. I don't want something that relies on a 3-card combo. And Samwise, Cauldron Familiar. Okay. We'll see how this goes. Like they do play fire, right? So this is not like an auto win here, but it's just very funny to be like, yeah, I don't know if they're gonna be able to do anything with this, and like, nope, never mind. I might try to set this up so it's manufacturer on 2. I could go Samwise on Familiar. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Land especially, so I can get black. So it's just like that way they can't fire black or white. I can't just fire away all my threats, which is kind of concerning. I think that's like literally the only way I lose from here. Elemental. How about for Karuga? Risen Reef. Oh, I love Risen Reef. That's cool. I think you're dead. But that's really awesome. Stuff as well. I think we're fine. Let's need a black source for sure. Black green. So I should be able to play Sam. Familiar. Yeah, they're topped out. This should be able to get me this Earth here. Another clue. And we will. They have we'll put that on the bottom. We're just gonna keep sacking Cauldron Familiar. Going to eventually die. Nice things about them in the meantime. They were great. The matchup's not great for them. Could be wrong. But like obviously I can grind pretty well into the late game, and so can they, but a little bit better since they don't have a sweeper that I have to worry about. And the other nice thing about this, I'm not sure if you've noticed yet, is that like I'm doing this and just creating infinite clues and treasure. So that's a lot easier. Because it's not like I'm spinning my wheels here. Eventually I'll be able to just draw if I see something on top that I really want. The manufacturer makes this kind of dumb. There's a second manufacturer. We'll put that on top. Lay the manufacturer. What would I get that would make this fast? No, there has to be something that I would get. I don't know. Once again, I think they're just hoping I time out a strategy I got done, but whatever. Actually, I guess I just should have gotten the finale. That was just draw a random card. Of course, Daredevil. Great, thank you card. We'll play this. I'm just more worried about time here than anything else. Yeah, we'll just keep sacking them, I guess. I'm gonna find finale. I'm gonna end this. This is like one of the things I don't like about playing decks like this online. Just because there's always people who like to do this, and it's like I really wish you would just like value your time better. But you can do whatever you want, I guess. So we will. I should have kept the finale. Clearly. Oh, never mind. Doesn't matter. Give me mana. I think there's a way to like mana bind, but I don't know if that works on treasure. Next is 10. Great. I'll my library. We'll find another cauldron from or another academy manufacturer. Reasons. And I will attack you for 1 billion. Is that enough? This is going to be a screenshot. We'll take a screenshot here. Yeah. This is part of the reason why. Like, I mean, obviously they took a lot of time when they were very clearly dead. But this deck is kind of gross. And this is turn 3. Dealt over 100 damage. So yeah, this is pretty sweet. So I'll be back for match number 5 in just a moment. All right, so we're back for round number 5 in our modern league, and it looks like we have a good hand. This looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So we get to do cookbook on 1, finale for Asmo on 2. Hopefully that's enough to get us some pressure going. We can discard Cauldron Familiar, buy it back. Like this looks pretty solid. The only unfortunate thing here is that we don't have the ability to play Saga on 1 or 2 if we're playing Finale. So, but it is what it is. We'll keep this. I think we want to start by fetching Overgrown Tomb. And for anyone interested, I guess, the other consideration for 1, obviously we'd be playing Cauldron Familiar, but it's the same thing as playing the book, right? I can just discard the familiar and get the food and use the food to get the Cauldron Familiar back. So essentially me playing the cookbook is me getting like a Lotus Petal to get this into play as well. The other option I guess would be to play Saga on 1, but then I think a turn 3 finale is kind of a waste there. But I mean, Saga into Cookbook isn't terrible, but we won't get any activations off of Saga either, so I'm not interested in that. Like, I think you need to put a lot of stock into whatever card you're getting off of Saga on 3, which could be, obviously, Witches of with the Cauldron Familiar and that. I'm going to get Asmo anyway. I think I'm better off just going the finale route. So I think from here, we can just go, I guess depending on what they do here. Third base is not very descriptive. Let's go get Cauldron Familiar, put that into play. But yeah, I think we're just going to go get Asmo. I'm going to go get this off of... So the thing that I'm concerned about now is I don't know what this means. Like, I don't know if it's supposed to be a... It could be anything, right? It could be another 4-color deck. It could be Burn. And I don't want to like just like fetch shock for no reason. At the very least, it could just be playing Scam too. Having the ability to get... you know, a basic in the face of a potential Blood Moon while. And I don't think I'm losing too much here either. Just gonna get a Forest finale for 0, get our Asmo, and we can play Saga next turn and start going off to the races. The one thing I do need to be, I guess, concerned about here, depending on what they do, I want to make sure I can have the ability to dispute next turn. I can't dispute off of Saga and Forest, so I'm gonna have to do that off of Saga and Tomb, which means that if I'm play a 1-drop next turn, it needs to be able to be played off of Forest. I probably should have actually gotten a bump. I think I've got more black 1-drops in my deck than I do green. I don't know if it's true or not. A lot of colorless ones, but that's just a thought. Bolt makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Manufacturer is amazing. I think I'd rather just do that. We'll attack. Let's play Manufacturer. Use my mana. If I need to, I can discard Windswept Teeth. I think that's probably what I would want to discard here. The Deadly Dispute, I think it's going to be able to be pretty good on this board. Dude. Discard Heath. Yeah, so they don't have a 3rd land. Otherwise, you don't get rid of this. So I think they're actually playing... Yeah, they just conceded. That's fair. this was not going to go well for you. Yeah, 2nd Saga would have been really nice. Drawn Goose. Yeah, I actually think I'm going to go on the next setting. We'll never know, right? The world, but I think they're playing crazy. I'm just gonna board this in. I'm gonna board this in. And I think I would do what we did last time. We'll cut some stuff down. So cut a Sam, Daredevil, maybe cut Drum. I don't know. It's a weird card. I'll keep the Drum. Actually, we'll put a Needle because I do think they're the same deck we played last round. 2 rounds ago, I guess. I don't know, time's confused. I just want to be able to apply a decent amount of pressure, or, you know, be able to circumvent the planeswalkers and stuff like that. Our annoying card. Asmo is a nice card. I don't just getting green-black. I also don't necessarily want to draw more cards. I know that's a thing we'll bring up from time to time, like, you know, does thinning actually matter? It's like, maybe not, but, like, it doesn't hurt. The fractional percentage is going to... in the amount of games that I play is going to be a factor, so I might as well. The other thing here is maybe I should have just waited the books. I could have discarded consideration. Yeah, I got it. Running on the inside. And that was literally the exact reason why I was like, maybe I should have waited. But they're going to pass the turn. I'll get to play Sam. And then into Academy Manufacturer, still like where I'm at right now. I don't think they realize that they don't like an X. It's not X. Yeah. Yep. And I think we'll do this off Temple Garden in case we draw Finale. Then GG. Manufacturer next turn should be pretty good. I mean, it does not get murdered. Get murdered. Yeah. That's good for us. So land back. They didn't play the land. Okay. Okay, that's just a lot of things happening here. We're gonna just play Academy Manufacturer. We'll bash for 2. I think we also just play this Needle. They put themselves in a really weird spot, and I think I'd rather capitalize on this as much as I can. Oh, I should have played the Cauldron Familiar first. Cauldron Familiar is free. Right? If I just go Cauldron Familiar, I get another treasure. So, yeah, well, now we know. Also, I know this looks weird, but like they do obviously have prismatic ending. So I don't want to like depend on. I don't want to depend on the Needle holding down the red and 6 unnecessary. So here is Cauldron Familiar, which should have been on play last turn. I'm gonna talk about it. Everyone's cool. Everyone be cool. And I'm gonna crack blue here. Okay. This is actually pretty right? Sam's a 2/2. I really love that they cast Indomitable Creativity here, or both. I mean either. Honestly, they do it. Don't think I'm missing something, but I'm not. Then get food, stack of food, get Cauldron Familiar back. You have a removal spell for the Manufacturer or for Sam. Oh yeah, with argument. Okay, that does do all of the things. Cool. That makes sense. Still okay for me, but yes. Oh, Magic the Gathering. Never change. We can... I do this path here. Yeah, we don't have much else going on. I'll like just block again. As I said, maybe I should have double blocked, but I don't think that really would have done what I wanted. I double block with Cauldron Familiar and Manufacturer. I think I'm also okay just trading away the Manufacturer. Do this. Please, do me this one favor. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh, everybody get ready. Okay. So this is going to work very well in our favor. They're going to do a bunch of stuff. This is not going to go well. We would like to resolve one ability. We're going to discard or sacrifice familiar. Card Orvar. Orvar is going to come in as a copy of... No, we'll do Archon. We're not going to be greedy. I get mine back. My Cauldron Familiar. This gets me another treasure. 2 treasures and gain life. Yours can resolve. I'll sack my cat. Cardless Verdant. Realize the error of your ways. Cauldron Familiar. This is like the weird bonus mode. Like, I do not care about creativity in this deck with the Cauldron Familiar. It's such a weird the Cauldron Familiar. Okay. What? Okay, so we're gonna do this. Here is Cauldron Familiar. Here is some food. We love to feed the cats. Sam loves cats so much. We'll get Academy Manufacturer. This deck is really, really crazy. Let's get back Manufacturer. Let's replay Manufacturer. Get a bunch of tokens. Back some clues. List of clues. There's another Orvar. Not exactly what I want, but that's fine. I can get back another Historic Permanent. I won't do that yet. Double the foods if we need to. Another. So I can also, making sure I'm not crazy here, I can get back SamG. Replay SamG. Does this work? Okay, so right now I've got 6, 3, and 3. This is just science at this point. I'm going to return SamG, sacrificing 3 food. Play SamG. This triggers. What do I end up with? I currently have 6, 1, and 0, but I started with 6, 3, and 3. This net me 9, 4, and 3. So this actually does generate infinite mana. Cool. So we are going to just do that for a little bit. We'll get back Sam, buy 3 food. Definitely a slow. This is like one of those things that's a lot faster if you're doing this. This deck I think would be a nightmare to play in paper. This is like one of the good things I have about this deck if I were to play this, but I'm willing to try it out, obviously. We can... Oh, they just concede. Yeah, that's fair. Good job, opponent. Good on you. Cool. Alright, well that's a 4-1. Like, this deck is pretty sweet. You know, the matches that you watched, at least, we lost the first one, 0-2, but, I mean, these other ones, just straight 2-0s. The creativity matchup seems really, really nice. So you know, this is actually something I might try to build in paper, even though I feel like the math on it, on the manufacturers and things like that, is kind of tough. I think playing it more and getting it more streamlined, I think, would make it a lot easier. So, I'm definitely a deck I'm interested in learning a little bit more about, and hopefully we'll see in the future. Okay, well, I will be back in a little bit. I'm going to switch out some cards. I'm going to get my stuff for Painter, and then we will, alright, well, hello, YouTubers. Welcome to the show. We are jumping into match number 4 with Red Painter. Deck has been sweet so far. We are currently 3-0. And looking at this hand, I don't think we can keep this, unfortunately, even on the draw, but I'll ship this back. This looks much better. I like this. Should play turn 1 Fable. Yeah. Ancient Tomb. I think we're in a pretty good spot here. I want to play Growth, but I think on the draw, I think we're still doing okay. Strand. We need to. Should we? Not that one, obviously, but sure. Here's here's a Lotus Petal. Here's an Ancient Tomb. Fable. Force? No force. I think we'll just pass back. We still have the ability to Pyroblast here. I don't think I would wait to. Well, I don't think I would use a Simian Spirit Guide, Lightning Bolt necessarily. Land is fine. I think if this is the game we're playing, I think I'm rid of 2 cards. Yeah, I think I want to get rid of the City. Maybe get rid of the Spirit Guide too. I guess if I have a turn 3 play, this like does. I don't think thinking about it. So we'll just go with that. I do like Mountain. Lightning Bolt. I should have gone to combat first. Cool. I should have gone to combat first. I got my treasure token. Doesn't change anything. Maybe they do have another days in hand. Like, I could be wrong too, I guess. No? Okay. I'm surprised they don't keep the days there. And I think we just keep this. I kind of want to... No, it doesn't matter. I was like, I'm kind of afraid of Murktide, but if they Murktide with Pyroblast. Fetch. I can get a basic island. Nope. Get Underground Sea. Relife. Love it. I like the Grixis deck. I've been playing the Grixis deck. Having a really good time with it. Yes. Big Mark from work. Yeah, 6/6. It's fine. We will wait on tap first, because that is a smart play. Let's go Great Furnace, a Soulkind Lantern, Murktide, lands, right? So, and I think we're good from here. Sure. That's fine. Gotten enough value off of the Fable, the Mirror Breaker already. I'm okay. There's a blind counterbalance. That is a thing. Like, they obviously do have a number of... it doesn't make any sense. I think... Oh, you know I have it. You do know I have it. It doesn't matter. I think it's still correct. Counterbalance. Days. Okay. Your top card of Days. I think I just your graveyard. I think that's correct. I think that the biggest way I lose this game is just another random Murktide off the top. This is like Grixis is from link 3. I know some play 4, but like I know your top card is Days, so I don't need to necessarily. I don't think it's worth your hand is right now. This is Ash. I'm pretty sure. Also kind of just want to play. And they're gonna Days, right? And I have the Simian Delver. Good for this family. I have the Pyroblast and whatnot. Maybe I don't. Like, I'm not really afraid of Force of Will at this point. Force Negation, anything like that. We can bash. This at least gets the game on a 2-turn clock. We know their top card is Delver. Annoying, but does not block profitably with any of this. Don't know what their top card is. In hand. Entirely blind. I guess the nice thing is they do have the Delta, so they can shuffle it away. I want to play that land. I think it's better to pitch away. Card if I draw a soul land. I think we're just passing back here. I only have one Sakusan in the deck. The other nice thing about not playing a spell here is it makes their Delver that much worse. I think depending on what they reveal. No. So it could be a creature. I still have Unity here. Fine. I also... Alright, am I making this up? They have no cards. Sacrifice. Great Furnace. I can sacrifice Great Furnace. Alright. That is game number 1. Grixis Delver. Main deck counterbalance. Cute. Let's try less cute stuff. The Pyroblast. I want the Moon. What don't I want? That's a great question. This is... I think this is kind of more of a mid-rangey battle, right? I think at this point, like, we're going to slow down. We're going to talk about different treatises and things like that. We're going to talk about why we love what we love and why we hate what we hate. I don't think I need to have a bunch of cards in the deck that make me go quick. We get rid of the Spirit Guides and the Lotus Petal. I think I like Engineer. I like still fine. Apprentice doesn't seem great, but I guess I don't want all. Maybe not. I don't know. Well, we'll keep it, I guess. Who would I cut then? Welders or engineers, right? Let's cut one engineer. Actually, no. We'll cut the other 2 engineers. I like the thought better. I think this is right. The game slows down. I just want to play the game at the pace that it's going to be played at. This looks pretty solid, I think. I do have a red source, obviously, but I can just go Saga on 1, Grindstone, and just, like, try to eat them up. That changes nothing for me, I think. No. Grindstone. I think they have Wasteland. They Wasteland. They might Brainstorm Days. It's also fine. I think it's actually less ideal. Days. It's fine. You're champion of the people. Like, I have Goblin Welder. I don't really care about that long term. They don't have Wasteland here. They have Wasteland. Fine. Goblin Welder. Knew they have Lightning Bolt. This is fine. Yeah, Great Furnace. Still Grand Lantern. Doesn't matter here. It's a hold up mount for Lightning Bolt or Red. Ancient Tomb is not going to do anything. And we obviously have like Fury and things like that in the deck. Do I want to walk into Days? Do I think you have another Days? I don't. This could be wrong, right? This at least is in the option of the top card of Days. Okay. Goblin Welder. Very sad. Bowling turn. Okay. No, not very sad actually didn't. But I mean, like, it's what are you gonna do? Like, Counterbalance it's like one of those cards where I know it's not bad, but I don't think it's good. But people keep it in a lot in this matchup. I usually board it out when I have it in the main deck. I usually don't bring it in when I have it on sideboard. It's just their costs are awkward enough compared to what you're doing. It doesn't always make sense. Just exile. Got have cards. They can just play Volk, which we know they have on side, and I don't want to have to deal with that nonsense. So we'll do this instead. Under not shuffling Volk aspect, I guess. I think they're keeping like a 1-drop on in. Do I keep this? I think I can still Tomb or not. I think if I end up drawing a beautiful card called Draw Reflection, I want to make sure I have access to that. Brainstorm's pretty good. Your timing, I guess. I think your hand is probably good enough. You're looking for that third land. DRC. If confused, play the Mount. I think if you have card that was on top, 1-drop to the Brainstorm. What are you targeting, friend? Grindstone. Oh. Let's go for it. Yeah. Good. Good for us. The Grindstone gone is annoying, but like that will murder you with other things. Grindstone, bye. Bye, friend. Fables, decent, I guess. Yeah, about Days, but I also don't. I think we just do this. I think if they have Days, you don't have a 3-drop. You just pretend. Let's ignore the charade. It's a will. Oh, it's awkward. Okay. So yeah, I did play around the Days without taking damage, which is nice. It also does make me feel better about holding the Ancient Tomb. Like that is what I wanted, to be able to have the Fable, discard it. I don't need the extra mana. I think 5 is kind of where we top out. I'm going to assume they have the what's it actually called now? Mystic Sanctuary. I'm playing it in my build. At the very least, I've liked it a lot. It's been very good, very consistent. So them putting back 1-drop Brainstorm? No, just getting. At the very least, I feel like alright, sure. Heard about that. So good building. I would have actually taken the Furnace, I think, anyways. An Ancient Tomb, a Goblin Engineer. You have a Meltdown. 2. We can go get. I think in this spot I want Bray's Apprentice. I think I just want something I can try to eke out the game with. I also could just get. I won't be able to like loop it back and forth, but get into play and there. That seems. The rest of my hand is powerful enough that if I can just get to the point where this play and I draw 3 cards, I think that will be enough to kind of lock. I can't counter the. I think if we're just top deck each other, I think this is a better way to go. But this seems like it makes sense, and then it kind of going with the rest of the deck. You're like, oh, this is awkward right now. I like Magus. Yeah, I like Magus. Great. This will buy me a billion years. They just concede. Okay, cool. And they still have Lightning Bolts and stuff like that. They still have DRC. It's like they are still alive. I respect the hustle. So, we are 4-0. 4-0-8-0. It's insane. We will be back for the last match in this league. Alright, welcome back. We are here. Match number 5 of our Legacy League. We already finished with a 4-1 in Modern, so let's see if we can finish up with a 5-0 in Legacy. I can't keep this. Like, I did a red source, I have 3 red cards, but I'm not going to anything. All the soul lands are kind of pointless. I can do better. What's mulligan? This is better. I think it's better. The Goblin Engineer is kind of awkward here, but I think this is doing enough where it makes sense to keep it. I think we can get rid of Wraith Apprentice. I think we can do turn 1 Fable. I'd be very, very happy. So like a Soul Land here would be nice. That would go well with our Urza Saga. Delighted Halfling is annoying. Let's see if we can draw a red source. No, it's another Fable. I think I just want to go Bolt. Like, it's not great. I'd rather do something better, but I think it's putting me in such a weird position that I don't think it's worth. We're going to go Lightning Bolt, hit the... If we draw a Soul Land, that's fantastic, and if we don't, we still... Let's put our hand in a really awkward spot, though. It did once, and I've said it again. My mother was a mountain. Nothing wrong with being a mountain. So let's just play Goblin Engineer here. 1, 2... I think if they have Daze, they Daze, but they don't. I think they're going to be playing, like, the slower, legendary deck, right? So they're going to... Maybe Teferi, maybe we expect to see we'll put Omnath, something like that. I'm not terribly worried right now about they have Lightning Bolt. I think they would Lightning Bolt. If I draw a Soul Land, I can kill them. Can I kill Engineer? No, I don't think I can actually. I would need another mana. Teferi? Okay. So I don't know what they're doing then. I'm kind of confused. Seeming Spirit Guide is not bad though. Does that allow me to kill them? So, I guess it depends what I'm getting here. Still can't get the... Okay, well, that changes a lot of the things I was thinking about doing anyway. I think at this point, just go get... The Fable is kind of what I'm leaning into now. 1, 3 lands. So I can go... Like, I have the mana to play Saga. I have the one if they have Grindstone. Ox, Opal, Grindstone. I think I just get Grindstone. It's a weird spot. Nothing's really great in building towards... I also could just get, like, Soul God Lantern just to... It's the worst. But I think I get Grindstone. We'll play the Saga. I think this puts me in a really good spot. I think even if they do have another swords here for the living a good life. Colors, this should allow them to play Omnath if they have it. 1 ring. Still gonna attack. Like, I still want the treasure token. Ooh, I like all these cards. I think we discard, and I think I want to not. There's Saga. Oh, shucks, I forgot. Oh no. The second Fable, or it's make a construct. Making the construct makes more sense. But I think if I play the Fable now, I think I put myself in a really good position over the next couple turns. The Saga, I mean, I guess I'm making it 3/3. Yeah. 5/5 the following turn. I think it's hard for them to deal with. That makes sense. He's not doing much for me here, but it's better to play at least a 3/3 coming off the Saga. I mean, Ura makes sense. Like Ura. I think I would have held it for another turn, so you walk into my Soul God Lantern. You don't necessarily know about, but okay, so you have that. Okay. And now physical, we get stuff here. I mean, I think we just Fable. We attack and then play Fable. You take 4, another Fable. 2. This seems to be good synergy. It's gonna take them down to 13. Leave of a lethal attack next turn, unimpeded. I assume they have 5 mana and they have the ring, so I'm assuming this is not going to end the way I would like it to, but not going poorly by any stretch of the imagination. Reflection's able to copy. It's not good. It's a copy of another target non-legendary creature you control. That's what I say. So I should be able to make another construct that would get me up to 5/5. I have 2 tokens coming into play off the Goblin token, so I make them up to 7/7. So that's 14 damage right there. You'll think I'm still okay. Pretty sure. I think I might discard the Fury. I guess it depends what I draw here, but like the Dust, I think just finding a Pyroblast here is insane. Swords here would obviously be very good. I guess I can play Green Copy. It's definitely a line. Oh, I actually like that a lot. Ooh, yes, let's do that. Okay, well that's win, right? Okay, so weird. Magic's weird. Danger Servant, sure. Pitching force. That makes sense. I attack from here. I only have 5 mana. So I think I wait now. Maybe I block with a token. Like, maybe I do that. Yeah, no, I think it's definitely annoying, but it's not the end of the world. 3 here. Attack from Uro. 4 cards. Okay, so we've got Uro coming in. I don't want to just block here, but that seems 8. I think I'm okay with 16 all. I think a round out by the ring here, obviously. They're going to, it looks like play another Uro. Play another 1 ring. Okay. Yeah, that's the ring juggle. So we see, especially with Uro, I mean, doing so many things in life, and then like, I'll draw 3 cards or 6 cards, then get rid of it. You have to do it, I get it, but it's also like, another one. Okay, so I definitely wanted the Fable, but we still get to attack. Not blocking yet. Not bad though. I'm also assuming you have. I think we go for it. Like, waiting another turn would be nice, obviously, but I don't think this gets any better. I think if you have Force, you just cast Force. Fury coming in would be nice. The Arrow for 4, I can try to finish off a Bolt, but they have Force of Will. That's kind of what you expect too. I mean, like, we're still at the point where they're just drawing cards off the ring or something like that. It's hard for me to get out of this profitably. My last card is Pyroblast. That's probably buy me some time here, but as is, it'd be a tough game to try to sneak out of. I mean, the nice thing about this is I still have Grindstone just like for now. It's hard to beat. It's annoying, but not the end of the world. Lightning Bolt with the trigger on the stack. The downside, if any, of playing this card, have Fortification. Cool. We're dead from here. I think I'll pack up shop. It's hard. It's hard playing Servant and being like, yeah, there's no way. Like, I can just like random Ruckstick combo people. I want to get attacked for 10. If they attack with both, which I don't actually know if you do. Attacking for 10. Crack. Land into play. I guess depending on what they do here, they might have swords, and I can just pack it up. Oh, Prisma. Okay. I mean, it's still not great, but we don't have a response here. So let's do this. Otherwise, I die. Yeah, I guess we probably trigger this. What do we even get here? Whatever I'm getting is not going to act. Like, I don't think it's ever coming back at this point. So I think I just get another Grindstone. Good Dragon Engine. It's so far. Painter's Zone? Grindstone. We've got Grindstone built to my graveyard. So I need Welder to get the boat, get out, but Barry means we are dead. First game we've lost this league. It's all over, folks. So thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure I'll do more of these videos. No, I'm kidding. Well, I guess we'll keep playing. I do want the additional Pyroblast. I want the Maguses, I think. And I know they have the base to support around it. But at the same time, it's Snare Bridge is another card too where like they are, but I don't know how they win without. I mean, I guess they have the prismatic ending, so that is kind of awkward. I'm not doing two orbs, that's a trap. That is a trap. We will do the surgical. I don't really love this. It makes sense, right? It's not actively bad. I don't think it's good. Lantern is, but I think there's another one too where we guess we're on the play, so maybe we do want to go faster on the play. Try to run them out that way. So let's cut Furies. Just kind of set up redundant. I don't think I want the Fairy Macabre. I could be wrong. But we'll keep this, and I think we just try to go quickly. And then I think we try to. I actually do like Fable. Maybe cut an Engineer. Okay, we'll try it. Okay. It's the first time playing this deck, so anything we do is a trial and error. Right, so, and let's do stuff. It's like so close though. I think it's so close. I kind of want to keep it, but on the play, it's awful, right? Like, I get to go Grindstone on 1, Enter Servant on 2, which turns on my Mox Opal. I think it's close enough where I think I'm okay. This is a very easy way just to die. I think it's still right. Just post in the comments or say on Twitter, whatever. I think I'm right or not. I could be wildly wrong on that, but it makes sense why this hand would be a sword. Fable. So, like, I guess we go Mox Opal, Your Servant, Mox Opal. We will do, I guess, I don't want to do blue necessarily because I think they're going to have a Force of Will and Force of Negation main deck. I don't need to go that route. I'll just take advantage of the blue spells that they have already in the deck. And, like a Soul Land here would have killed them. Ending, I'm assuming. I'm very interested by that. Not what I would have done. No, not bad though. I think I'm gonna do this during the draw step. I'm gonna take the prismatic. I'm not afraid of, but like it's the most devastating to the plane because I can't get it back from the graveyard. Same thing with swords too, but ending hits not creature spells real annoying. Double Brainstorm, search deck. Not great. Oh no, it's a Brainstorm and a Hydroblast. They have two copies of the ring. That's 1/4 Fairy Macabre, 2 Minskin Booze, Fairies, 2 Arrows. They have Serenity too. Oh, okay. There's Brainstorm. Their hand's awful, right? So I think I just use a Hydroblast, and use a Hydroblast. Also, like, naming black was good just because it doesn't turn on that. Their Hydroblast, if I do like derail, it's like, oh, everything's red. Goblin Molder. I know they have Surgical. It's at least a creature in play at this point. Don't know what's in their hand. I think you keep the Surgical. I don't think they had any other Surgical. We're gonna have Pyroblast. It's in my hand of Mag Able though. The hand's not bad. There have been worse. Oh, Minskin Boo. Fast Clock. Soul in there would have been really good. I think I'd like to get Fable. This will be 7. Be down to 8. So that's gonna be 4. Just as bad for me. Yeah, I mean, I think keeping the one-lander didn't get where I needed to go. But, you know, you draw Soul Land. The game, I think, ends very quickly. At least defensible. So is another 4-1. But, like, 4-1 I'm okay with. And I don't even know if this matchup is good. This is something I'd have to ask Maps later. Because we will be recording an episode of the Dark Depths very soon after this. But I'm 4-1 with both decks. I think that's really, really awesome. So I am gonna end it here. I do want to, I guess, wrap up, talk about these two decks. For those who don't know this, I did this like over the course of like 2 weeks to do stuff. But the Asmo food deck I really did enjoy. I think that deck, there's a lot of things that this deck does well. I think having an Asmo plan that is able to attack people, be able to grind them out slowly. If the game takes too long, you do have more resources to grind them out. The issue with this deck, like many other of its predecessors, is the fact that if you are playing creatures one at a time, it is very easy to get fatal push, dramatic ending out of the game very quickly, just by not being able to get those synergies going. It's the easiest way to pick apart a deck like this. Something I think that would be very good for the deck would be something like a collected company. I think that would be really good. I think you'd have to change some things around though. Like I think you're cutting the daily disputes. I think you're probably trimming on cookbooks. I don't work anyways. Maybe trimming on Asmo as well. So go if you cut one cookbook, one Asmo, 4 deadly disputes, you can add 2 creatures of some persuasion. I'm not sure, like 2 mana creatures. Yes, if you're playing either green white or green black. So I guess you could do either hierarchy. I guess you could do both actually, like one of each. But then also having the 4 collected companies, I think that would do just a ton for the consistency here. That also allows you to be able to find the Academy Manufacturer a little faster, be able to support the Goose as far as mana. I think would be really good. But I do like this deck overall. The matchups that you saw, I think were all pretty sweet. I think overall, fun deck I would definitely play again. I'm not exactly sure about the sideboard. The Damping Spheres obviously are very good for Amulet, things like that. They didn't come in, but I do think this is something. I'm not sure, like the Thought Seizes there, I don't really love, but I could see this being pretty good with a little bit of tune. As of me playing this is like week 1 with the deck, so there's a good chance that by the time you see this video that like the deck has evolved. Definitely some room for innovation. And then as far as our second 4-1 goes, I mean Painter is just like really good. Like I know you've seen Callum doing really well with this deck. I know XJ was playing with this as well. The deck is just very good. XJ was playing. That's what I'm talking about. But this deck is very good. Just being able to have those Ancient Tombs and City of Traders explode you into Fable the Mirror Breaker, or just even a fast combo start with Painter Servant and Grindstone. I think it's just really good. Obviously, we had some games where we did mill people, but the backup plan of just beating down creatures and getting Fable into play and making copies of silly things, like that comes up too. So I think this deck obviously has legs. It makes sense why this deck would be good, especially if you're playing against the blue deck. The Delver matchup felt particularly easy. So definitely something I might try again. I mean, I play challenges a little bit more often during the summer. I might try to play this in a challenge, being a really good choice. Okay, well with that, thank you for checking out the first Dark Depths Double Dip. Once again, if you are watching this on YouTube, please think about subscribing to our Patreon. You can watch the 2 leagues in full. You can watch all the extra 6 wins that you didn't see, and get my commentary and things like that as well. But overall, thank you very much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.